What's up, goodies? Welcome back to my channel and to my kitchen, How to Cook. And today we are making oven baked jerk chicken in my kitchen. Fast, easy, and simple. Make sure you subscribe, goodie, if you have not, and turn the post notification on so you won't miss any other upload. And for all I'm returning goodie, when you don't know son of girl loving her, when you're ready for cook, well, come on, let's cook. Alright, goodies, let's cook. Now we have our chicken, legs and thighs that has been washed nice and clean with salt, lemon juice and vinegar. I did go ahead and put slits into the chicken, and then I went in with a clean paper towel and remove any excessive liquid that may still be lingering on the chicken, so that way my chicken will be seasoned thoroughly. Now to get started, it's very simple ingredients. We're going to add some salt, of course, for flavor. Then after we have the salt, we are going to go in with some black pepper here, okay? Now after I've had the salt and pepper, I'm going to add just a tad bit of the onion powder and the garlic powder. However, I like to add more garlic powder than I do the onion powder. That is just me and how I operate in my kitchen. But if you so please, you could go ahead and make one less or more or the same. However you want to do it, just remember, make your kitchen your own, right? Now I'm going to add also some paprika, and I'm going in with the all-purpose season. Now I'm choosing to use Maggi all-purpose season, but of course you could substitute that out for whatever it is that you have in your kitchen. Now I'm going to add some ginger to the mix. I'm using ginger paste here. This one is from Aldi's supermarket. Very affordable. We are cooking chicken, so I'm going in with some chicken season, and the chicken season that I'm using is the Ocherios chicken season because I love Ocheria everything. Alright, so now I'm going with some garlic. Very simple, chopped garlic is what I'm using. You could use fresh one if that is what you have. And then to that, we are going in with some green season. This is my homemade green season. I do have a recipe for that, or you can go ahead and buy it on the shelf. It says green season, all right? Now, after I've had the green seasoning to my chicken, I'm definitely going to go in and add my jerk season. Now, this is the bottle one that I am using here, but I have also a recipe on the channel, how to make Jamaican jerk season from start to finish, or you could go ahead and buy it on the shelf. They have powdered one and the liquid based one as I am using here. Now we're going to add a little bit of spice to it, so I have my Scotch bonnet pepper here. I definitely have to add the pepper. I would have left it out if I was eating for myself, but because my husband loves spicy, I'm adding one entire Scotch bonnet to the mix. All right, goodie. Now, browning, of course, is how dark you want to have your jerk looking. For me, not too dark and not too less, okay? So make it how you like it. Make sure that you are rubbing in the season into the slits of the chicken because that's where the flavor is going to be at. Now, what I am going to do though, I'm going to go ahead and cover up my chicken for at least a half an hour. Or you could do this overnight and set it in the refrigerator. If that's what you're going to do, put it in the refrigerator. When you're getting ready to cook it, you want to remove it from the refrigerator at least 30 minutes in and let it sit at room temperature before you pop it into the oven. Now, when you are going to bake this bad boy, you're going to bake at 375 degrees and you're going to bake it for about 1 hour, okay? 1 hour at least. It does take about an hour and like 20-25 minutes for full baking time, but I like to put it in for 1 hour and then take it out and do some other things to get the flavor going. But that's what it looks like. I'm going to definitely walk you guys through the remainder of the step, so that way when you're doing this thing for the very first time, you'll have it perfect. I do have other recipes, jerk chicken recipes on the channel, both in the oven and both on the grill, But today we are going to do this one to show you that you can definitely make your jerk chicken in the oven and it will come out perfect. All right, so we'll go ahead and set that aside. Now, moving right along while our chicken is going in the oven, we're going to make the sauce for the chicken. Very simple. Now, what I do is add ketchup into a container, just like this one. Doesn't matter what kind of ketchup you use, just use it. Then we're going to go in with a little bit of the barbecue sauce, all right? So we're going to add that to it also, just a little bit of the barbecue sauce, but don't add as much barbecue sauce as you did the ketchup, all right, you guys? All right, so next I'm going to add in just a little bit of oil here. Now, I'm choosing to use extra virgin olive oil, but you can use any kind of oil when I have it in the fridge, in the pantry. It don't really make a difference. Oil. Then we're going to add a little bit of sugar. I'm using maybe about a little bit over a teaspoon, or a tablespoon rather. And then I add a little bit more of the seasoning to it and some dried parsley. Totally optional with the parsley, but for me, I love that. And definitely some vinegar, because vinegar is going to balance out everything that you added here, especially because you added sugar to it. And I'm going to add just a little bit more of the jerk season. Why? Because we're making jerk chicken, right? And that is all that I'm doing here. Give it a good mix, and this is perfect. Perfect for your rice and peas, perfect for your chicken, okay? Make sure say you do this and tell me how you like this in the comments, okay? All right, so now that our chicken has been going and it looks pretty much like that after 1 hour of baking, all you have to do is very, very simple, okay? You go ahead and you pour on that sauce that you just made on your chicken, just like that, when it is nice and hot from the oven. Now, after you've done that, you just want to go ahead and just baste the chicken, all right? Just like so. Just go ahead and baste the chicken and make sure that you have the sauce going into the crack of that chicken. Now, another thing that you need to know is that you have to turn your oven down from 375 to 350, okay? Turn it down just a tad bit. Now, after you've done that base on top, turn the chicken on the other side, just like I'm doing like so. You could also go ahead and pour some more of that sauce on there, or just release the flavor in the baking pan and just put it on top of the chicken. But just be sure you have coated both sides of your chicken before you put it back in the oven. And goodie, I did bake my chicken uncovered because I wanted to have that mimic of as if I put it on the grill. Perfect, right? Smells amazing, look amazing, and trust me, nice and moist on the inside. Go ahead and give the recipe a try, okay? You're going to love it. You will not miss the grill, especially if you're living somewhere where it's always cold and you can't go out on the grill. This is what you need to do. So I'm going in, you guys, and I'm putting it in the oven just like so, and I'm going to allow it to bake up for another 30 minutes. And after 30 minutes, that is what you will have. Nice juicy jerk chicken. It'll dry up. It's just perfect and filled with flavor. And look at that sauce on top of that bad boy. That is so good, y'all. This is perfect with rice and peas, white rice. If you want to have just some Jamaican auto bread, the authenticness, this is the recipe to try, okay? That is what it looks like. Look how nice and juicy that looks. And when you go ahead and break into that chicken goodie, it is perfect. Perfect. Nice and tender, you guys. Look how tender this chicken is. You know, or something you buy chicken pan the grill, jerk chicken pan the grill, and it dry out. There is no dryness about this chicken over here. It's nice and moist and it's filled with nothing but flavor. So if you haven't tried jerk chicken in the oven, this is a recipe that you're going to have to try because you will never get this wrong. Perfect, okay? This is perfect. Anybody can do this, okay? So anyway, goodie, this is it. Tell a friend for tell a friend. Bring them come goodie and send them come because I'm waiting. And when you get done doing all of that, tell me what you want to see me cook next in my kitchen. And remember, as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy.